Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Tiki with Ray, and today I'm in the
Bamboozled Bungalow.
I always mess that up. I'm not even drinking yet. I haven't had any alcohol in me. I'm already messing it up. Hi everyone, this is Ray, or some of you might know me as Tiki with Ray, and today I am in the Bamboozled Bungalow. I'm with my friend Tom, and today we're going to talk about one ingredient that it's coconut snow.
Yes.
And can you even get this anymore?
Nope.
You can't get it.
It's out of production.
It's just completely out of production.
Mm-hmm.
And this was an ingredient that was on a lot of tiki drinks back then, but I guess that now it's been replaced with what? Coco Lopez?
You might think that. It can be replaced with Coco Lopez.
So what is this? Because I'm looking at it, and it looks like powder.
Yeah. It is. Well, it is...
So what is this stuff?
It was never in a huge number of tiki drinks, but it appears in today's episode, we're going to be trying two from Beach Bum Berries and Toxica, both of which contain this. It was, I think, most popular in the 60s and 70s. You hear about it with being used in pina coladas.
Has it?
Yeah, it has a recipe in the back.
It says the perfect pina colada.
Yeah, the company Melicoy, I think, started in Hawaii. Occasionally on eBay, you'll see like a tin version of this jar, which I assume is from their Hawaiian operation before it moved to California. This stuff was always intended for the blender. All the drinks that use it go in a blender. And that is because when beaten with other ingredients, it froths up and makes this big, thick, foamy, light head on top of the drink.
Okay. And when you mix it, are you mixing it with like water or something first, or you literally just have all the other ingredients of the cocktail, and then you add a scoop of this?
You pour it in untreated, so it just tossed the other ingredients. Yeah,
so essentially, it tastes like coconut, right?
Yeah,
like a frothy coconut.
Yeah,
but different than Coco Lopez.
There's some other flavors in there too, but they're taking a back seat.
Okay.
So it's less sweet than Coco Lopez and has a couple other things going on in the background. Whereas I think Coco Lopez is mostly just coconut.
Yeah. I mean, do you have a preference yourself? I mean, obviously you've had both. I've never had this before ever.
Okay. With good
reason.
I've
had Coco Lopez.
With good reason. We'll get to that.
Okay.
As far as I could tell, and again, the internet being the internet, I made a lot of searches out there, and it's hard to find good information. But it looks like the California version of Melicoy comes in around 1976.
Okay.
It was around before that, obviously, because they're jars, vintage jars from the 60s. And according to the information I found when I found that, they lasted about 27 years, which means they kind of went out of business about 2003.
Oh wow! Okay.
We went to an out-of-state wedding in I think 2009 or 10 as a family, and of all places, after looking for this stuff for over a decade and not finding it in places like Vegas and other big cities, I found it in a itty bitty liquor store in the Dalles, Oregon.
Really?
Yes, they had a dusty shelf and a bunch of dusty jars of hermetically sealed coconut snow, and it's like, whoa! I bought the shelf out. It's like. It's like, okay, it took this long to find it. I'm getting it all.
Why'd they go out of business? Like, why'd they stop making this?
I'm not sure.
Just lack of desire?
Maybe. Lost popularity. I don't know. I'm not sure why they went out of business. But anyway, it hasn't been made since 2003, as best I can tell.
Okay.
And this one, it's sort of like a Twinkie, The stuff, or like a fake maraschino cherry. The things just don't go bad. They come in nice tin or foil hermetically sealed containers, and it never seems to change flavor. It just hangs out.
You are kind of like a tiki mixologist, kind of like a chemist in a way, and you like to come up with ideas. And you were talking to me, and you were saying to me, "It's like, I think I'm going to try to come up with my own version of coconut snow."
Yeah.
And not only did you come up with one, but you actually came up with three. and you have your little containers here.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about these different batches and how they went.
Okay.
So this is the first one, right?
Yeah, well, that's an early one. Yeah, it's so yeah, coconut snow. What apart from the flavor, and they're get a little sketchy in that, of course. They talk about natural and artificial flavors, whatever those are.
Yeah.
Took a few guesses there, obviously. The main thing is to get that froth on top. That's essentially a meringue.
A meringue.
It's a meringue. It's like an uncooked meringue, like you might see in a pie.
Okay.
Or like in a flip, where you shake the hell out of an egg white.
Yeah. Okay.
And sugar. There has to be sugar in there. So sugar and egg white are key to getting that effect.
And it's about and that's to create that foam.
Yes.
Okay.
And other things can go on in there too.
Yeah.
But those are the two key ingredients. So one place on the internet said, it shouldn't be too hard to do. Just pulverized coconut in your Cuisinart with sugar for a while until it turns to dust, and then throw in a little bit of meringue powder. The proportions, it turns out, are really, really key. You can't. This early batch, for instance, the flavor we found pretty much on point. We all enjoyed the way it tasted, but it didn't foam up like the original. And the foam that did create, which was maybe half what the original did, also dissipated and sank back into the drink quicker. It didn't last as long. So we were encouraged because obviously it tasted good, but it's like, okay, that's not really that much like the first. It doesn't. It's supposed to. The big frothy, foamy top to it, like a flip on steroids, and it doesn't have it.
So this is the second batch.
Yes, this is was our breakthrough batch. This one, when we tried it,
The
breakthrough. Well, because it did two things. The flavor we found was slightly improved.
It smells great.
Yes. We were actually eating this stuff dry, trying to discern different qualities before we put it into drinks.
Yeah.
Which it isn't bad, but it's not exactly the most fun thing either. But yeah, so anyway, so this one is a breakthrough because it tasted a little bit better. In fact, from our limited tasting panel, they actually enjoyed it more than the original Malakoi.
Really?
Yeah, and it had the foamy head, one would hope. So the thing about so they liked it better. It obviously wasn't the same, but it was really credible as a delicious drink mixer, and it maintained the foam top that you're looking for and use this stuff.
Beautiful, but you didn't stop there though.
No, we kept on monkeying around with it.
Batch 3.
This is another flavor adjusted batch. I kept the same proportions.
It smells even better. This one smelled, dude. This one. I want to eat whatever this.
Yeah, I get you a spoon.
But you said that this is the one.
Well, it depends. I wouldn't mind trying the two of them side by side because this one, everyone agreed tasted better than that.
So yours, the opinion was your actually homemade one was actually better than the original.
Yes. Yeah. With a guest visiting, and I made them a guinea pig. This one, I continued to improve the flavor. The proportions were right for the foam, so I kept those the same, and then did a little tweak on the natural artificial flavors end of things to see if we could mouse a little more something out of it. So
you got batch 2 and batch 3.
Yeah.
How would you compare the two as far as so that you got the foam for the same?
Yeah.
But how does this one taste as opposed to the other?
Well, you could try it yourself and find out.
Yeah, I guess we will.
My impression. I haven't tried them side by side.
Oh, okay.
My impression was this had a really nice, clean flavor, refreshing flavor I liked. This one had just a slightly, I don't know, like a more of an undertow to it, a little kind of a darker, more something going on you couldn't quite put a finger on.
I gotcha.
Kind of flavor, and I'd be curious to see how they played out.
Well, let's do it. So
okay.
So how about you make us a cocktail?
Sure will.
How about you make us 2 cocktails?
Huh.
And what can you? And what we'll do is we'll make the cocktail.
Yeah.
We'll make three of them.
Yep.
With the original.
Yeah.
And so what are you looking at?
Coconut
Grove.
Start with the Coconut Grove.
Let me see that.
From the Coconut Grove nightclub, the Ambassador Hotel in L.A. I believe long defunct at this point.
Yeah.
But this is one of their drinks. I confess I didn't like the proportions on the drink much. It was, I like bitter and sour drinks as much as the next person, but
Yeah.
the lime juice I felt was overwhelming, so I scaled it back and may have scaled the curacao up and monkeyed around with proportions a little bit.
Okay, so you're going to make this drink
Yes.
using all three. We're not going to use batch one because you're like, well, it was okay.
Yeah.
But it's not as these are the far superior ones.
We can have 4 ounces if you want.
No, I got to drive home eventually. So let's try the Coconut Grove with the original, the 2 and the 3.
Yep.
And we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we have the drink in front of us.
Yep.
This is the Coconut Grove.
Yep.
3 different ones.
This is the batch where the flavor was dead on and the foam was right. This is the batch where we continued to monkey with the flavor and to try to improve it or deepen it, and this is the original.
Let's start with the original first then.
Okay. Pick a glass. Let's go.
All right, I'll take this one here. This is the original.
Yes.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And you see, and look, and notice the foam, the foamy tops. This was blended later, so it has the advantage in that these have had a few minutes to settle. But you see, they're all holding up pretty well.
Oh, it's holding up great. And this is the actual coconut snow.
Yes.
Okay.
Mai-Tai Farms.
God, that's light.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really good drink.
Yeah. All right. Easy going. Quite delicious.
The coconut's there, but it's not overpowering.
No. Yeah. The thing with coconut snow, unlike coconut syrup and Coco Lopez, is that it has sugar in it. It has to create the froth with the meringue, but it isn't as sweet as Coconut Lopez by a long shot. And so you can make drier, less sweet drinks with it, which you'll especially see with the second one.
Let's try the second one. So this is batch 2.
Yeah.
This is the one that you were pretty happy with.
Yeah. Actually, we're quite happy. I was so happy with when we hit upon this formula, shall we say, that I almost stopped right there.
It is different.
It is, but it tastes really good.
Well, I'll tell you what. Right off the bat, with this one here, is curacao in it, right?
Yes.
The curacao is what's dominant to me in this drink. This one, it's not. This tastes more balanced.
Yeah, oddly, and it isn't like the amount of coconut snow powder is different. It's 1 teaspoon in each of our 2 drinks, since we're splitting a drink effectively.
This one has more body to it.
Now, this is the reason I almost stopped, is because my small tasting panel liked this one better than the first one, even though the first one is still a perfectly credible drink.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, to me it had a sort of a cleaner sort of taste to it somehow.
Okay, you know what's funny, Tom, is like when I first tried the first drink, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a great drink.
Uh-huh.
And now I tried this one.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't even know if I like the first one.
Wow.
I love this.
Thank you.
I love this.
Thank you very much.
It's the same drink, and that's the interesting thing. Because when we did other episodes and we changed things around, it would drastically change the drink. But this one here is like, this is the same drink. This is better.
Thank you.
Yours is better.
Yeah, and the only thing that's different is the coconut snow powder.
Everything else is exactly
ingredients. All the ingredients are the same. The portions are the same.
And just so we have it here, we got the lime juice, coconut powder, curacao, and white rum. This is the third one.
Yeah, this is the third one I have sitting here on the counter, and so this is taking what worked really well here and tweaking it a little bit, and seeing if you could improve it even further.
Well, let's see if you did.
Yeah. Cheers.
It's different.
It is.
There's like a spicy tartness to this.
Yeah, we altered I was playing at the natural and artificial flavors part of the label in this one. I obviously kept the proportions the same because it worked as well as the original for the foamy top, and so I wanted to keep that part. And
one thing I noticed is this one's darker.
Yes, this one is slightly darker than this, and they may both be lighter than that. Well, although those are really close.
I can see this is definitely more frothy.
Yeah.
But you know what, Tom?
Yeah, but this one is also blended first.
I think I like this one better though. I'm
Okay.
going to stick with this one. I think this is the winner.
Okay. So the middle one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the winner by far.
Okay.
This definitely tastes a lot different. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I was adjusting. You would not believe how small the adjustment is. We're talking in terms of possible fractional teaspoons of various ingredients. But I was trying to pull the flavor of this one a little closer into the original.
But you know what though? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, Tom.
While keeping the foamy head.
I think this actually might be my least favorite out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a weird taste to it that it's not jiving with me.
All right.
And I don't know what that is, but this is incredible.
Okay.
So
I think we have a keeper then.
The keeper. Well, if I'm going to put them in order, I'm going to put the batch number 2.
Yeah, batch 2.
Then the original, and then the third.
Okay. So the minor adjustment to try to make it more like the original just didn't quite cut it.
No, because I don't think it tastes like the original anyway. But this one, the middle one is the superior one.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I suppose.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
Should,
by far.
I suppose we should kick back, enjoy these, and then work on a second round in which the amount of coconut snow is tripled in the drink. Tripled. Yeah.
Okay.
Coconut Willie uses a tablespoon per drink instead of a teaspoon, and the effect is different.
And we're gonna same thing.
But we'll take a little while to enjoy these first.
Yeah. So we're gonna have we got a date with Coconut Willie in a little bit. This is the Coconut Willie.
Yep.
A gin-based drink.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, they tried gin for a while in tropicals early on and eventually gave up. But there are still a few in the books.
But a lot more.
The Royal
a lot
Hawaiian
more
comes to
coconut.
mind.
A lot more coconut snow in this one.
Yep, a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon. This drink is from the Cocoa Palms, of course, where Elvis famously filmed Blue Hawaii. And it's like the last one, kind of simple, but much different spin to it. So different enough to worth using a taste comparison. We're going with 2 rounds this time because we both decided we actually liked the middle batch best.
Yeah.
So we took one batch out, and we have now the original over here, and we have one of my 3 batches here.
Let's try the original.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
And again, that is a good drink.
That's very tasty.
Yes.
That's very tasty. And very milky.
Yes.
Ironically, even though there's no milk in it.
Yes. Which is kind of bizarre. Yes. Normally this would also have a piece of fresh coconut in it, but strangely coconuts are completely unavailable in the stores in winter around here, so that didn't happen.
I think I like this drink better than the other one.
We'll have to make do with the
I like
Luxardo cherries.
I like the fact that it's actually more coconutty. That it's more frothy.
Yes, and that's because, you're tripling the amount of coconut snow in it.
Yeah.
It's a bigger drink. It's intended for this style of mug, not a cocktail coup.
Just gin, right?
Gin and Cointreau.
Gin and Cointreau. Okay.
Cointreau is an undercurrent. Gin in the fore.
I don't even taste the gin.
The gin sort of disappears.
The gin sort of disappears. This is a great drink.
Yeah.
But without further ado, I want to get right into the other one, though.
Okay.
I want to try this other one. This is your blend. This was batch number 2.
Yep.
And I just want to try it just to see. Yours is way more frothier.
Yeah, it is. The head on
like
top.
Big time.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sip through it at first. It's got a really thick. I solved the froth problem on this batch.
Yeah, you did. But you know what, though, Tom? This time around, I think I like the original coconut snow better.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think so.
Like I said, it's a different enough drink from the other one that it seemed worth trying.
They're both great.
They're
both great.
Very different character.
They're both great, but I think what's going on with your drink, the coconut snow, your version of coconut snow,
yes,
kind of actually may overpower the cocktail.
For some,
Which I know sounds crazy, but this one, the original, tastes more balanced. And not that I can taste the gin in and of itself, but like the original tastes more well balanced.
Huh, okay. I do notice the coconut is more prominent in my batch.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that's because it's made fresh and the other one was taken out of it's been entombed for a long time, or what. But,
I don't know.
But the coconut is more prominent in the batch.
Yeah, they're both great, but I think I like the original Coconut Snow and this one better. This has all been fascinating, but the sad ending to this whole story is that you cannot get Coconut Snow anymore.
No.
But you could make it yourself.
Yes.
But magicians don't share their tricks. But if you were to throw out any hints to anybody, what would you say? Or what could you say? If someone wanted to try to make their own coconut snow.
Well, first of all, how many folks are actually interested in this anymore?
How many of you are out there interested in this?
It was big in the 60s and 70s, but they went out of business in the
I have
early
a-
2000s, for
I have a
God's
feeling, I
sake.
bet
So
you I have a feeling there might be people that might be interested in this.
this could be just booze geekery that no one cares about.
If you're going to point someone in a direction how to make this,
Yeah.
without giving away your recipes, what would you offer?
The key thing is the balance of proportions between sugar, desiccated meringue powder, not egg white, and whey.
Okay.
Whey powder. It
And then
all has to be dry, powdered ingredients.
And then the toasted coconut itself.
Well, that's key, and
It needs to be toasted coconut.
you have to caramelize the hell out of it. Otherwise, you don't get enough pop of coconut with the limited amount you're adding to make it actually go.
So what you're saying, Tom, is there's not a lot of ingredients to this.
No,
But it's just all about figuring out the ratios to it.
yeah, half a dozen, maybe we'll give or take one, and the proportions are key.
Cool. Well, anyone out there, if you decide that you want to make your own version of coconut snow, let me know, and then me and Tom will come to your house and we'll try your cocktails.
We cheerfully come to your house and drink. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, very cheerfully. Well, I have a correction to make. I messed up the glasses for the second drink. The whole time that I thought that I was drinking your version of coconut snow for the coconut willy, I was actually drinking the original coconut snow.
I shouldn't have used the same old-fashioned glasses for both rounds.
Because the whole time I'm thinking, like, how could this go from like being so amazing in the first cocktail to being so in the second one? And and then because the other one was perfect, so I messed up. So everything that you just saw me critiquing about Tom's coconut snow in the second cocktail, reverse it. It was actually the real coconut snow that I was not impressed with. So I'm sorry, Tom.
Don't worry about it. Thanks, Ray.
So this is actually the good one. This is Tom's,
So funny.
which is the superior one.